Messiah is a savior and a conqueror.
Joseph, follow me.
I.U.I.C TV.
Dark. He would be more darker. What? Right? Black. So what the Bible describing there, read it again?
Verse 14. The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
White in color, woolly in texture. Black people, only black people, dark skin people, black people have that woolly texture here.
As white as snow.
White as snow.
And his eyes was a flame of fire.
Eyes as a flame of fire because he drank wine in moderation.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Fine brass, brownish in color.
As if they burn in a furnace.
So after the brass burned in a furnace, it would come out more darker. Right? So it's showing that Christ was a very dark skinned man. That is what we're reading in the scripture. So where did we get that image right here? Because all people like to say, most of our people like to say color doesn't matter. So if color doesn't matter, why is it in the Bible? Then why did these people here choose to put this image for all these years if color doesn't matter?
That's right.
They would have read the Bible. You understand? The Caucasian race, they had Leonardo da Vinci, this image of Tempe right here, right? You have Pope Alexander the VI who hired these men to paint this image. We could read that in the Maccabees, right? This guy was removed. You understand? He was one of the King James 1611, right? But Christians they remove it, right? So we have the history to show that right there. So you had this man who came up and chose to put this image in the 1500s. You understand? In the Renaissance period. And here with this image, which deceived the whole world. So everybody feels that, okay, Christ look like this. When most of our people pray, they see that in the mind. When you close your eyes, that's what they see. But when you ask some of our the so-called Christians, they say no, color doesn't matter. But now we are about to prove in the Bible that color do matter. No, they say color doesn't matter. You don't believe in God? Yeah? When you say you don't believe in God, yeah? So you don't believe in the Bible. So let me ask. It is similar to Mark. The Bible is written in parables, right? Right. So how would you get the understanding? That's the point. God gave the understanding. We have to learn to fear God in order to get the proper understanding of the Bible. The Bible is read precept upon precept, right? Even in Second Ezra, right? The angel told Ezra something is really hard and something plain, something the ordinary man could read and understand. Something the ordinary man just cannot understand. Because God has to give you the understanding. But in order to get the proper understanding, it means that you have to fear God and keep His commandments. I'm going to show you that as well.
Matthew 13.
Right, let me read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables.
So why speaking parables? Parables mean that it's not going to be easy to be understood. You understand? Similitude. Right. Chris.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But unto them it is not given.
But unto the others it is not given. So some people would have the understanding, some people just wouldn't understand. You understand? So in order to get a proper understanding, give me some. Right? To show how we get a proper understanding.
That's right. Bring it out. The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. To fear God, to do what God says, right, is the beginning of you having wisdom of the Most High. Right? Read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. That do his commandments.
You have to do God's commandments. You have to apply it. Like for example, I see you have a beard. This is the law in the Bible, right? That a man's supposed to have a beard. You're not supposed to destroy your beard. You're supposed to keep the Sabbath day, which is the 7th day. You understand? We're supposed to congregate. There are much more laws in the Bible, over 600 laws. You understand? So we have to learn to fear God by doing His commandments. What the Bible says to do, we have to apply to our life. And that is what the Most High will start giving us so we got the understanding. In Luke 24, I think 26, God is the one, the Lord give us the understanding. Read that for me. Let me just show you. You understand? Showing you that what we're doing here is not just we coming up with our own opinion. You understand? We didn't make up anything here and come out here. But the Lord is the one who's giving us the understanding while we are applying the commandment.
That's right. Read the book of Luke, chapter 24 and verse 45. Then open ye their understanding, that they may understand the scriptures. Verse 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you, while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which was written in me, written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms, concerning thee. Then open ye the understanding.
Then Christ opened the understanding. Christ is the one that's giving them the understanding of the scriptures. So prior to that, most of us who standing here now never had no understanding of the scriptures. You never had men coming out here bringing out scriptures like that. You understand? None of us expected to stand in here today. That's right. Just to show you that the Most High is the one doing the calling. You understand? The Lord doing the calling, He giving the increase. You understand? Right? So it's the Lord that giving you that understanding. But what you have to learn to do is to keep the commandment, and then you will get a proper understanding. Because the Bible says that Christ come in the volume of the book. To believe one part and don't believe the other part is not making sense. Because given that God gave the word, the Lord is the one that gave the word. You understand? People say man wrote the Bible, but let me ask you, which book on the face of the earth that a man has written? You understand? But it's the Lord that inspired men to inspire them. You understand? So, Caucasian men didn't write the Bible. You understand? When you go to the scripture, it's very written, you go to the scripture there for you. You would wonder, how could the so-called white man write this about himself? It is impossible. You understand? That's just people coming up their own understanding and saying, oh, he was the white man write the Bible. No white man will write the Bible. Stop it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 11. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
Right, so you had Isaiah, Jeremiah, all these men. The Lord gave them the word, and that's how you see you had men, you had scribes. Between here today, that we have to get it to understand today.
That's right.
You understand? But no man didn't just come up with the own thing. Second Peter 1 and 20. Right, Second Peter, no private interpretation. Nobody here can just walk up here and interpret anything of their own.
That's right. Great. The book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
No private interpretation, right? No one man will come up and say, okay, so just write it. That's not the case here. But God is the one who wrote, give me Exodus, I think 31:18, with the finger of God. Yes, what's your point? Yes, my brother. by the 1400, the 1500, what you call the Renaissance period. They revolt. That's when the Romans came back in power. You had prior to that, I think 193 stages. You had what you call the Dark Ages, where you had black people ruling Europe. Then after so when they ruled Europe, they had a react. Right. And then you had what you call the Renaissance period, or the revolt. That's when the British and Rich came back in power. Was an ordinary man. But I think it's a family. They are family. So you have Alexander hiring these men. They are not going to same images of that. You can read that thing, but you have to translate the likeness. Yeah, you could have them. Let me show you what they did here is also strict here. You can read it in the Maccabees. As I said earlier, what you call the apocrypha. Let me read couple, let me show you what you read.
The book of the Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And let open the book of the law.
The book of the law is the book of the Bible, right? The collection of books. Read.
Where the heathen had sought to pen the likeness.
So the heathen is talking about the other nation, right? The other nation speaks to create what?
Had sought to pen the likeness of their images.
That's what we're reading in the Bible. Where they seek to pen the likeness of their images. So everything you see today, we give respect. Not that we are going to disrespect the other nation and the population, but they make it look as though everything of what you call a white nature is of God. You understand? So we look up to them as they are the people of God. You understand? They are superior. But God put them, allow them to be in power over us. Give me that in Job. Right? Because of our disobedience, he gives the earth unto the wicked. So he gives wicked men to rule over us. And then we will go back in Deuteronomy. Just to show, because of our disobedience, this is why God did that for us.
That's right. The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right? So wicked men ruling the earth today. Here's the reason why we have problems with everything we see. The reason why the earth or the world is the way it is, corrupted, is because wicked men rule the earth. It is what it is, but that's what the Bible says. Nothing would be in its proper place when these men rule it. We have to come back in power. By being obedient to God's word, he will set us back in power to rule this earth against evil. And I read that again.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the earth is given into the hands of wicked men to rule over us. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, right? So let me show you something. Let me show you what so God said, give me 28 and 1 first, and drop them to 12, and then we'll go to 23.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
And tonight Moses speaking to the children of Israel, right? Deuteronomy 1 and 1 quick for them. So you get it. Understand we read in the proper context.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Moses speaking to the children of Israel, right? So let's go to over 28 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we listen to what Moses said, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
If we do all the commandments what Moses gave us, what the Lord gave him, read.
Which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if we listen to what Moses said, we will be set above all the other nations. It means that we will be the ruling class. All the other nations will be coming to us, right? If we listen to what Moses said. But jump down to verse 12. Listen to that. What's that?
Verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heavens to give his rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations.
That's what it says. You shall lend unto many nations. So if we listen to what Moses said, right, we will be above, and all the other nations will be coming to us, and we will be lending them money and so on, right?
And thou shalt not borrow.
And we're not going to be borrowing from this other nation, going to the IMF and going to all these different. You understand? The Chinese every minute going for money. We will be the head. We will have the Lord will supply us with enough that the other nations have to come to us and borrow that. That's right.
And the Lord shall make thee the head.
And we shall be the head, we will be the ruling class. Huh?
And not the tail.
Not the tail. So the other nations will be beneath us and we will be above. But let's see the reverse part of that. Because we didn't listen to what Moses said, let's see what happened.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so now if we don't listen to the first side, if we listen, we will get blessing. The second part, if we don't listen, hear what will happen. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command you this day, that all these causes,
we are about to read some causes that happen to all people, and you will attest to it. You give me, you tell me I'm going to ask you, and you tell me if that happens to us as a result. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these causes would come upon us and overtake us. Is a cause a good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing, right? So let's hear some bad things that happen to us because of disobedience.
That's right. Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
So the stranger is talking about the other nation. You have you have Elam, you have the what you call the Indians, you have the Arabs, you have the Caucasians, you have the Chinese. All the Arabs, all these nations come among us, right? And what he said?
Shall get above thee very high.
They're going to come and live among us and they're going to get above us very high. So these are the ones you see all setting up all the businesses in our community. You understand? Listen, imagine since you know yourself growing up, you have all these buildings right there. This was owned by local people, most of them. But what happened today? The Indians and them come, they buy all this place and now we have to go and shop with them.
Yep,
that's you understand? Right. Why wasn't all people setting up the same thing here? Because this is Bible prophecy. The Lord said they would come and get above us and we would be beneath. If it was the other case, it means that we would have the money and set up these businesses. But it cannot happen so because the prophecy was made. You understand? The force is up on us. So it means that they would come here. Just what we see, the Arab doing. They have these men that walk with the Syrians, right? They came in here, walk with the back, walking around all them villages. Who told the back here? You see they set up a store in there. These are the same people that was walking from village to village selling in the back and forth. Now they have stores set up and we have to go to them. That is a force upon us. Instead, these nations will get above us. So we have to buy from them. We have to go to the Chinese. Go up on the Friday. You have a Chinese store set up Friday. Never before you saw that yet.
The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
You shall come down very low. Hey, listen, you have the same Indian community giving us money. I saw it on news, on television. They're giving aid to us now. So after they get here, they set up themselves. With two oppositors. There's one of them in the government right now, right? In politics. So they get so high until they set themselves. They have position. And they're giving us now. You understand? That's Bible prophecy right here. You understand? Give me another verse 32 or where? Jump. I want to read 1 in 48 and 67. Jump 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Don't run yet. I don't want to put one more. Right, just 2 more. Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies.
So therefore, it said, therefore, because we didn't obey, right, the commandments of the Most High, he said, therefore, right?
Thou shalt serve thy enemies.
So for that reason, now you're going to have to serve your enemies.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
And the Lord send them against us. The people we're serving is the Lord who send them against us. That's right. Disobedience.
In hunger.
So when we want food to eat, we have to serve this nation. You have the container ships coming on the port. Right? Without the rice, sugar, whatever coming to here, what would happen to us? Famine, we would starve. So instead, we have to serve this nation for food,
and in thirst,
for water, for drink, anything we need, we have to serve them.
And in nakedness, and in the want of all things.
Clothes, death certificate, birth certificate, education, anything you want, you have to go to these people right there. Hello? That's what the Lord did for us. Right?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who put this yoke of iron upon our neck? Who put this yoke of iron upon our neck? He said he. Exactly. The Caucasian race. That's what it's written in the Bible. They put this yoke of iron upon our necks.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until we are destroyed. How we destroyed today? Because we no longer have the physical yokes on our neck, but mentally we are destroyed. So over the period of years, they force it. Like when you read Maccabees, they force us like the custom, like how you call carnival or bacchanal in the Bible. This was forced upon us by the Greeks. And at times today we celebrate the carnival like that's our culture. That was never our culture. You understand? That started with the Greeks. But we master this thing now, so it seems as though that started with us. You understand? But all this was forced upon us, that's a force upon us. Greek.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said, you shall go into Egypt again, means bondage. Prior to that, we walked to Egypt. He said, we shall go into Egypt again with what?
Which ship?
Ship. This time we coming on cargo slave ship. How did our ancestors get on this side? Cargo slave ship. You understand? Proving all this in the Bible prophecy. This was written thousands of years ago. You imagine, this was always there. But never you heard that been read in the church. You understand? You never hear the so-called Christian with this thing there. This is a prophecy in the Bible thousands of years ago about the children of Israel that would happen to them by Moses read.
By the way thereof I speak unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
You shall not see your homeland again. Jump where it said, so what about? What?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So remember that we will be scattered among all nations. When any part, you go to China, Japan, any part of the world, we will be scattered there. You will find the children of Israel scattered there. Black people, so-called black. Read.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and
So
stone.
wood and stone goes into Christianity and Muslim. All people worship in these two religions. Yeah, these are two of the biggest religions on the face of the earth that all people worship in. You understand? So that's a force upon us. So when you see our brothers worshiping Muslim, just carve a stone. Because when you read in Leviticus, right, that's carve a stone there, Leviticus 26, it says we're not supposed to bow down to this thing. You understand? But you find all people worshiping what you call the carve a stone, Muslim worshiping this thing. Christianity goes by the cross. So that's all the different religions you're looking at. Okay. These are all man-made religions. What's something common with all of them? Where were we at that point in time? Exactly. Yeah. You understand? So you see what is happening there. They give us all of that when we was captive. These are all man-made religions, right? Exactly. That's the reason why when perhaps know when the Bible is being read, it's so corrupt to us. It makes all people not wanting to believe what is written in the Bible because of the oppressors. You understand?
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word